is not necessarily easy. Hello, welcome back. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I want to share 5 myths that I've found with minimalism. If you're new here, my name is Shannon and you can hit the subscribe button to join my channel. I'm sure there are a lot of myths out there, but these are the 5 that really stand out to me. When I first became minimalist, I thought my home would never be messy and that there would never be projects out or things left out. And that's what minimalism was all about, to have a perfectly organized, tidy home. And I'm here to say that that is completely untrue, that I feel most minimalists, and you can comment down below if you agree, want to use their home and make it comfortable. And the reason why I know I became minimalist is so it would be easier for us to focus on the things that we really love to do. And for us, that is home projects and painting and art and all kinds of fun stuff that we absolutely love to do. And therefore our house a lot of the time does look somewhat messy, especially if we're in the middle of a project. Just because you're minimalist does not mean your home is going to be perfectly organized and tidy 100% of the time. For instance, when it comes to our kitchen counters, I try to keep them as clear and clean as possible, but we do keep our toaster out because we use that all the time. And we also let the dishes air dry after they have been cleaned. I even got a comment on my vlogging channel, which I can link down below. Someone said, wow, I can't believe I'm seeing a minimalist home in action where there's things left out and people working on things. And I think maybe a lot of us just show our home being perfectly tidy with everything put away. And a lot of the time things are left out, and you can still be minimalist with things left out and being worked on. We are not going to be needing this many hangers. These hangers were full of clothes before. I know that there's more that I can get rid of in here, but the thing is, until this room is completely done, I don't want to get rid of anything else because I might want to use it. I'm gonna go through this bucket of kitchen stuff, keep what I think he would really like, and get rid of the rest. The second minimalist myth I would like to bust through right now is the fact that you may think you will only declutter one time and then all of a sudden you're a minimalist, you're done, you can check it off your list and never have to declutter again. And I'm here to say that even though we try our darndest to not let things come into our home, things still come into our home. We have kids, they're going in and out of clothes, and that's just how it is. So I like to declutter every season. I wanted to go through the Halloween decor while I had it fresh in my mind. This is the second year in a row that we haven't used it. I'm gonna get rid of this. This looks like it was from the 99-cent store, and I've actually had to fix this with Scotch tape in the past. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And I normally go through our closets. I just do a once over through our house and find all the things that we aren't using and don't really need anymore, and I donate those items. But decluttering one time and becoming completely perfectly minimalist is just a myth, and decluttering is an ongoing process that really never ends, in my opinion. The third myth on my list is that minimalism is easy. It's the easy way out. You just don't buy anything and therefore you're minimalist. And to be honest, I have found that this is not the case. It's not that minimalism is harder or hard. It's just, in my case, I found a lot more thought goes into what I'm purchasing. We're in the consignment store and this couch is so nice, but a little bit out of our price range. I try to think about where the item would go in my house, how often we would use it, and all this goes into my thinking process before I bring an item into our home. And therefore it does take a little bit of time, and it's not super easy. But on the other hand, I've found the benefits of minimalism have made my life easier. Staying decluttered, again, that does take effort. It could just be easier to just leave all the mess and walk around it in a lot of ways. I've just taken all the stuff that we want to keep. Some of this stuff goes to games. I have 3 piles pretty much. The stuff that I'm going to keep in here, all the little knickknacks that have accidentally been thrown in here, they go to games and different things, so I'm gonna put those away. And then I've made a pile of all the items that I'm going to get rid of. The fourth myth on my list is 2 parts. Number 1, I've heard people say that minimalists are only minimal because they're poor. And I would just like to say that I feel this is completely untrue. Among all the minimalists that I know, I don't think that they are minimal because they can't afford anything. They're actually choosing this as a lifestyle, and maybe it's because they're against materialism. Maybe they're against having an overfilled home and they just want to stay more organized and focus on the things that they love. Whatever their reason is, I have found that out of all the minimalists I know, it's not because they're poor. They're choosing this as a lifestyle. We also like to buy secondhand furniture and fix it up. And again, that's not because we are poor, but because we like to think about the environment and reuse whenever we can. And it's also a way to have a unique piece of furniture in your home. The second part of this myth that I've heard people say is that you have to be rich to be minimalist. And again, I don't think this is true. So we have no furniture in here, and my mom and I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and we got these 2 outside chairs because there's really no furniture outside, and this little outside table. We decided as kind of a joke, we would just put them in here for now because it's really hot outside. Are you filming it too? Yeah. So it's kind of funny, and when Grant gets home, we'll pretend like this is our little staycation. I've seen plenty of minimalists that are from all walks of life, and I don't feel that you need to have a lot of money to be minimalist. You can just live with less in your home, or however you choose to live, but I don't feel you either have to be extremely rich or you're only minimalist because you're very poor. It's just a lifestyle that people choose, and it just comes down to making choices and deciding what you want to have in your house and how much stuff you want to deal with. Last on my myth list, and again, there are probably so many out there, but this one has really stood out to me, and that is that a lot of people think there's only one way to do minimalism, and I would just like to say there are so many different ways. There are people that live in huge homes but don't have a lot of stuff. I've seen people live in tiny homes, so it looks like they have more, but they barely have anything. And there's the people that live out of backpacks and travel around the world. I consider us a minimalist family. We have 2 kids, so therefore, of course, we have toys, we have crafting supplies, we have stuff still, but we don't have so much that our cupboards can't shut and our drawers are unorganized. So I feel that you can make minimalism into whatever you want it to be, and I also feel that you can be a very loud, outgoing person and still be minimalist. You can also be a quiet person and still be minimalist. I don't think you have to act a certain way to be a minimalist, and I have heard a lot of myths along those lines that you have to be quiet and be whispering, and that's not how we are at all. We laugh and joke, and we're probably one of the loudest families out there. I'm Shannon. Okay.
I am too.
Here we have the hooded coffee water. I don't feel there is a one-size-fits-all minimalist mold that you have to fit into. You can make it whatever you want it to be. You can make it fit your lifestyle. And to me, it's all about focusing on what matters to you and making it easier to keep your home organized and tidy, or whatever it is that is your goal with minimalism. That's what it started out for us, and then it transformed our whole lives from that point on. Thank you so much for joining me today. Leave me a comment and let me know one of your myths that you've busted with minimalism. And you could hit the subscribe button to join my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!